Okay, here we go. So, we got a bunch of video or photos to go through and edit today. Seems we have 2,268. So we'll see how that goes. And this is the first time I've done this whole streaming thing with the camera up there. So let's adjust that up a little bit. I don't know. We're winging it. So, anyways, what we're going to do here is we're going to start from the beginning, and we're just going to go through and mark everything as a 1 of things that we don't like. I'll try to do this as quick and easy as we can. So that, sure, in focus. Oh, we're missing a headlight there. That's interesting. Yeah. If it's a 1, we don't want it. If it's a 2, we do want it. So we'll mark that as a 2. And we'll just go through here. And I think the annoying part about all this is it's probably going to be a little sluggish because the carousel has 2,000 pictures on it. And like, what makes this kind of easy is there's so many pictures that look the same. So whenever we go through a whole section like this, none of these are interesting. We'll just set the rating as 1 star for all of them. This car was cool. I don't really know what this thing was, to be honest. Yeah, that thing just looks cool. Looks like something from like Sonic the Hedgehog or something. Yeah, I would like to get all of these pictures gone through, because tomorrow I'm going back out for another day down there at Wampum, and I don't really want to have a backlog of like 5,000 pictures to go through all at once, which it's not the hardest thing to do, but look at that. That's actually pretty nice and sharp. And this one was on the Z50 2 with the 105 macro. Seems that's what I started out with here. Eventually, kind of everything's opposite. Everything, there's like a white spot on my wall back here. I need to put something there to take up the white space. I do have a picture frame, 24 by 36, that I want to put there. I just gotta figure out, you know, what I want to print to put in it. And I apologize for sneezing and blowing my nose, but the grass is driving my nose crazy. But yeah, I do not have a hot pass for this. This is just like a regular media pass. So I'm pretty much stuck to the areas that most viewers would be at. So I can't go onto the track and go all these like different places. They only have like maybe 2 or 3 hot lap pass photographers, which I hope one day I can like get into that. That'd be cool, but it's a pretty difficult thing to get into. Okay, so this is with the Viltrox on the Z50 2. I'm not gonna say 2 every time. That gets annoying. But yeah, wide open. Looks pretty cool. I'm gonna keep that one. I was really trying to go around the track and get pictures in the pit of people like working on their car and like take portraits of them and things like that. Something different, you know? Something that has interest to it. Because I mean, you know, like this picture right here of this GT, whatever this thing is, 1 million people can get this picture. Like it's not hard. So we're gonna take this and these last, I don't know, 50. Set rating of 1 star. And all of these shots, we're just gonna make these 2 star. We'll worry about these ones later. Okay. And this is when I had an what was this? 1/160th on the Ville truck. So I was kind of messing around. I wasn't really paying attention to my shutter speed on some of these. It's kind of tough to go from photo to video because you have to adjust the variable ND every time, and sometimes I forget, and sometimes I forget to adjust my shutter speed too. But I mean, it's okay. It came out okay. Doesn't look like a parked car sitting there, so we'll give that one a 2. It looks like it looked decent. And then this Lotus, I don't know what this thing was. I'm not a very big car person, but it is pretty cool seeing all the different vehicles that people are out there racing and driving. This is one of my favorites. It just felt very 80s. And I was pretty happy to get a decent photo of this car just because it looks cool. These guys look like GoPro or something on top there. Yeah, Hero 13. Okay, so we got was it a Mustang? Well, I really messed up the highlights and exposure on some of these. Oh well. It's all gravy boat, as they say. I tried going through and like rating them in camera to make this process a little easier. I had a video of this car last year going off the track a little bit and locking up all his tires. That was pretty cool. He was running pretty hard today too. Like I was definitely waiting for this car to go flying off the track. And it is 10:38 at night, so I might be a little loopy and out of it for being tired. This was a pretty cool car. I did like this car. I don't really know the background of the Panos group or cars, but definitely gonna look into that tomorrow. What was this one? I think this is another one. Yeah. A fly buzzing around in my office, and I am not enjoying it. It's like whenever you're, that stupid thing. When you're down, you're using your computer, and the screens are warm, and you have to get bugs flying up to them. It doesn't help that I have 3 screens and a light. Like I'm a stickler on my own pictures where like that looks fine, but it's not as sharp as it could be. and the Z50 doesn't have IBIS, and the Viltrox doesn't have stabilization, so not the greatest pairing for that. Last year I had a pretty cool picture of this Datsun at downtown at Shenley Park, which is next weekend. So if you're in the area, highly recommend going down there and watching that. I will be down there for that on Sunday. That's a decent one. It's actually really nice. I promise later on in the pictures here, there's less of just cars, boring car pictures, and some pit shots and stuff. I just really like the GT40 and this Golf paint job. That turned out nice. I wish I had a CPL on here to get rid of that glare, but it's good. I don't know how these dudes fit in that car. And then becomes a conundrum. Which picture do I save? Oh, I'll just save that one because it's super clean. What is this? Nope, not clean at all. Like, a lot of these pans are actually like 1/160th of a second. Mostly because this camera lens setup does not have any stabilization. Whenever we get to the pictures from the Z9 and stuff, it'll be better because, you know, the IBIS and stuff. I did get a DJI Mini 3 gimbal, and I started messing with that, and it's still in my truck. And I'll be honest, it is a huge pain, even with the Z50, and I'm sure I just need to practice with it, figure it out. But yeah, so far not a huge fan. I feel like it was a waste of money at the current moment. Just need to practice with it. That's what you gotta do, I guess. I was really trying to get shots here with multiple cars, you know, racing each other. Like, this is cool. Got the Porsche in the background and this Lotus in the front. The only crappy thing is, you know, at 1.8 or f4 or whatever, it's you're only gonna have one car really in focus, because the depth of field is just ridiculous. I might actually just go through and like skip a lot of these like single car shots, even if they're like technically good. Peyton, what is up? How's it going? But yeah, I might just go through and delete a lot of these, because, I mean, well, technically they're sharp, but they're just boring. It's just a car. There's no feeling. Does it tickle my tism that I get to see a sharp photo? Yeah, it does. But are you going to be able to sell that photo? Are you going to be able to post on social media and get people to pay attention? Probably not. It's a damn fly. It really just comes down to, how are you going to be able to market yourself with what you put out? Plus, I mean, I got all tomorrow too. I'm going to take pictures of the same cars again and hope to get like something interesting, something that's worth looking at. So yeah, as I said, at the start of this is anything that we don't want and we know we're going to delete, we'll just set everything to a 1 star. And we'll just go back and select 1 star and delete them all later. This was kind of cool. This was during, what do you call it? Formula Ford. So it was pretty cool to watch. Ugh, computer does not like having all these pictures in the carousel. I think it's cool you can see his sunglasses. We'll keep that one. Kind of scroll through here. I must have hit the oh well, Peyton. I did look up the cost of a Plana and the rental. I'll just bring it up right now. I'll just bring it up. Plana 1.8 135Z rental. Ignore my awful keyboard. I'm pretty sure this is going to be, yeah, it's like 130 days just for a 7-day rental. And I wonder how much it is to buy it. Still $2,000. Jesus. I don't know, maybe one day I will, but at the moment I need to do highlight reels for this race. The next race I'm doing a KF concept video on their ENEL25 batteries, which actually worked out really good. I got like 500 photos on it today, and it still had like 2 or 3 bars, almost full bars, and it worked out pretty nice, even if it was like 100 degrees out, and that was kind of interesting. And then I got to do a regular Viltrox review video too. So after I'm done with all that, and if there's any extra cash or whatever, maybe I'll consider it. Excuse my nose. But yeah, it's definitely something I've wanted to do. Let's see here. What has this guy got on his car? What is that? Looks like he's got a flash gun or something on it. Unless it's a speedometer or a radar or something. I don't know. I'll keep it just because I think the paint looks cool. See, this is the kind of pictures I want. Like racing. It's actually kind of funny. It was so damn hot out there that during the lunch intermission, I set the camera down in the grass or whatever. I was eating food, and that's nice. That came out pretty sharp. We'll keep that one. Yeah, at the end of intermission, I went to go pick the camera up because, cars come around and whatever. The camera was so damn hot from the sun beating on it, I had to like throw a little bit of water on it from my water bottle. Oh my goodness, I cannot think straight. Let's see here. Well, we should probably delete some of these pictures. Set rating 1. Yeah, I took pictures of the karting too. I don't know who these people were, but they look like they're having a good time. So we're gonna do 1 star, and then we are gonna go back to the library and mass delete all this stuff. Well, I might white balance was awful today. Looked like I was shooting pictures in Mexico. Delete. Look at that, we got 300 pictures done in 15 minutes. Okay. Okie doke. Well, let's pick a couple here just because, you know, carding's something different. Trying to get some with, like, you know, more than this person. Like, they went flying off. I might as well just delete all these as I go. Okay, I think this is whenever I started walking around in the pits again. So we'll just delete all these. Delete. Yeah, probably gonna be doing another round of calling tomorrow on here, hopefully live streaming. Try something different. It's kind of something I've always wanted to do, to be honest. This cracked me up. Okay, so this lady, I was sitting next to the cooler that all like the volunteers and photographers and stuff get like water from, and she came over, was putting more water and ice in the cooler, and she's like, "Oh, you can have this water." I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much." And then she like asked somebody a few minutes later if she could take their mini bike for a ride, and she was definitely enjoying herself. So I'm gonna keep that one just because I found it pretty funny. Trying to get some in. I keep hitting the side shutter button apparently. There we go. Okay, I was messing with the stream settings. I was actually kind of amazed. Like, it's literally just an aluminum frame with a motor. I don't know, we'll keep that one. Just a random car. I thought it was neat how that was the only lug nut it had. Not doing any editing on these. We're probably just gonna ditch them. Not ditch them, but, you know, we'll do it later. We'll do that at another time. This guy, he was working on his car, and he was not having a good time, shall we say. He was getting pretty heated. But, it's okay. Okay, we got all the cars lining up. We'll keep one of those. Everyone looks like they're standing on a slant. Yeah. Trying to get pictures of the volunteer crew. This is the big bore race. I think it's V8s, high displacement above 4 liters. It's all on their website. If you're a car person, you'll really enjoy it. Might as well keep that. That is the, oh no, that's what I wanted. That's the pole position. Not pole position. That's where they wave the flags and say, you know, go. You know. I seen this guy's car and I thought to myself, man, I really, really want some pizza. So we'll save that. This guy, he had his wheel on and off like 4 times. I don't know what he was doing. He was not having a good time either. Get that. We'll save that. That's like the front end of this car. What is this car? Alfa Romeo. Huh. This car was wild. I don't even know what this car's deal was. I don't even know what it is. It's just crazy looking. I don't know. We'll save these pictures. I wanted to stitch them together. And I'll just do that later. It's crazy how sharp this planet is. My goodness. I think this guy was just pretending to do something. I don't know. He was just constantly messing with whatever that is for like 10 minutes. I thought this one picture coming through, I thought this was pretty funny. I think I misfocused. I think I focused on the car, not the guy. Yeah, I did. I don't know what this guy was doing, but he was deep in that car. The exhaust. That's not a bad picture, I guess. Just nothing interesting. I'm just so tempted to just delete all these pictures of just the car going around the track. It's just, I don't know. But it's hard for me to delete things. And plus, I mean, it's going to be useful for whenever I do that Viltroxel review, so whatever. Plus, you know, you go through and you look at all these pictures, and like, oh, that's out of focus, that's not out of focus, it's blurry, motion blur. And then if you finally come across one that's like good, it just feels good to look at. I don't know, all boring stuff. I don't know, what was I doing here? I had a wrong shutter speed for a person. Oh, man. Gotta stop sitting on my feet. Yeah, I was trying to involve more like bystanders and things, like, you know, people watching the race with cars in the background and stuff, so it's not just cars. Which I feel like that's what a lot of people do. It's just like, there's a car, let's take a picture of it. Yeah, it's a nice car, but it's a car. You know, what's it doing? Is it doing anything interesting? Hard to tell. I keep this one just because his face is good and sharp. You can see him concentrating. This car was pretty sick, actually. I really liked this car, whatever this thing was. Oh, man. Ugh. I hate when your legs go to sleep, man. I can't feel anything. Feels like I got bugs all over them. Oh, here we go. Got some tandem car races. It's like I took my 180 to 600 today. I took the 105. I took the 135. I took the 16 to 50. And the 105 and the 180 to 600. I took like 6 pictures on each one of them. Just didn't use as much as I thought. Better to pack everything and not need it, I guess. Excuse me. Yeah, a lot of these. Oh, not that. Like a lot of these, I'm just not feeling it. I think tomorrow I need to concentrate more on the people at the race and use the cars as the background. Instead of trying to just take pictures of cars and pan all day. Okay, let's see what we got. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I am not made for staying up late. It's 11 o'clock and I'm like dying for being tired. Oh, pretty cool car. I liked watching this guy. He was really enjoying the show. There's a couple here. I was trying to get a picture of the smoke coming out of his mouth, but it wasn't cooperating. We'll keep that just because, you know, I don't really do a lot of portraits, so it's something. That's an enjoyable shot. Happy people racing. The fall off is 1.8. Yeah. Excuse me. It was always nice. Goodness. Okie doke. I don't know what was going on. This guy was like, I mean, he's saying there's 3 minutes left until, you know, they leave. But man, he was like constantly blowing his whistle at cars that kept coming out. I think they were like getting out there too late, or they weren't listening to what he's trying to tell them to do. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what it was. I don't know what happened to this guy, but yeah, this was on the 180 to 600. But he was like out there broken down or something. I said this earlier during one of my live streams at the race. I thought it was funny that you got a 35-mile-an-hour sign, you got cars going by looking like they're going, you know, 1,000,000 miles an hour. I mean, that's the pit road, you know, speed limit, but still. Okay. Let's see here. My goodness. You think I'm 100 years old by how much of me on it. Like the Ford series is cool. The open wheel. Oh, here we go. I was hoping I had this. This is what's kind of crappy. Is you see stuff like this and you go, oh man, I hope I got a good shot. Well, who knows? You go through all these. And have nothing. See, if I can have this button focus and these cars blurred, that'd be perfect. But clearly, I messed that up. My God. The dedication. We'll just keep it because it's mine on. Excuse me, man. See, sometimes, you know, drivers will go by and like fist pump or throw the shocker or something entertaining, and then that's a good shot. But it's like, it's so hard to. It's just luck that the driver's doing that as they go by, and hopefully you have your camera up. All these pictures I was using ND filters on everything. Well, I guess Z9's done charging. Ugh, big chunk. Yeah. Got that filter on there. And then this is the filter that I was using for that stupid flying. Oh my God, the Z50. Like, look at that little tiny thing. Like, I'm pretty sure my glasses are bigger than that. It's kind of cool. And we'll keep it. A lot of these, to get like any interesting, you know, photos out of these, like, you know, just panning car photos. You gotta do a lot of editing to make it kind of pop and stand out. Must have imported pictures out of order, because I already went through go-kart pictures. Okay. Go here. Oh. Go to the gallery view. Come here. Delete. Yeah, you can see, I think it was these pictures here, you can see the guy was pretty ticked off about his car. Not a happy guy. Felt kind of bad taking a picture of a person having, not a good time, but it adds to the image. Not usual you see a Mustang up on blocks. This is entertaining. You can see, shaft of the steering wheel, shift. They put tape where they don't want it to go any higher, I guess. It's kind of funny not seeing, miles driven. That was pretty funny. One thing I did notice, which I guess kind of just goes without saying, is on like the Z50, it has a max mechanical shutter speed of 1/4000. If you're using a 1.8 lens in the middle of daylight and it's bright out, you can't use it because 1/4000 isn't enough to make up the exposure difference at base ISO, wide open. So that kind of sucks. But to edit this out, kind of just wanted to be like this. My thoughts originally. We'll just do one of these. There we go. That's better. This is a car that I really liked whenever it was sitting. That must have just took pictures of the ground or something. I was kind of bummed that for some reason my GPS tagging for the photos was not working. I thought it'd be fun to see where all the pictures were taken, but I guess my camera had other thoughts on that. Let's try something different here, I think. Let's try and do it along the shutter speed so that these cars would blur and these cars would blur, but they just didn't line up like that. It's funny, you sit here and edit all these pictures and you think to yourself, geez, tomorrow whenever I go, I don't think I'm going to take this many pictures. But when you get there, you're like afraid you're going to miss out, so you just spam that shutter button. This is what I meant by a hot track photographer. You have to wear a vest and have a name tag and all this, identification. One day maybe I'll be there, who knows. Well, Lightroom was not being happy. Excuse me. Delete all those pictures. Initially, I was trying to get pictures of this lady whenever she was lining up the cars because she had like this whole, metal vibe thing going on. think I already saved a version of this. But, it can't hurt to have a double, I guess. This little crotch rocket thing was pretty cool. I don't even know what that thing is, but pretty cool. We'll save it. This kind of cracked me up because I've been there. Kid says, I don't want to walk. Okay, I'll carry you. Meanwhile, it's like 105 degrees out. Don't know what I just clicked, but it made a bell ringing noise, whatever that is. Don't know. That actually turned out pretty slick. I like that. Shame there's not a lot of space in the back end of the car, but whatever. You can always just expand the canvas with Photoshop. Got some of the double car racing. I do like that. I need to go find this car tomorrow because I really like the random paint on it. I don't even know what that is. It's just kind of got shit everywhere and it looks cool. I don't know what this thing is either, but look pretty neat. Excuse me again for the 100th time. I'm blowing my nose right into a microphone. I don't think any of those really came out sharp. That's kind of frustrating. Couple cars here. Nothing too great, I guess. I'll also show the picture I got from this at the end here. I was watching this guy right here drinking his Coors Light, and I was like, this looks really cool with the background, with the cars blurred out because, you know, 1.8. That's probably one of my second favorite photos. And I think I took a ton of him because I was trying to get it timed right, and he kept like looking around, and it wasn't setting up right because I wanted his face in the image. I think this is right before I left. Yeah, it's right before I left. At the end of the day, I was also getting over the heat. I was like done with it. need to get a fly tape down here. My God. I blame it on the kids running in and out of the house 100 times. Now I remember why as a kid my dad would always be like, shut the door. Makes sense. If they're good racing tomorrow, I'm going to have to try and get some of these doubled up shots. Or even, you know, traffic. Shot of the traffic. So, do I even bother trying to get a sharp picture of this car? Or did I just wing it and butcher it real bad? Pretty sure I just butchered it. Well, that actually turned out pretty nice. The side of the car isn't motioned, but the guy is straight. I don't know what this was too. Like, what was? Yeah, like this ribbon coming off his helmet. That's actually a much better. This would be a cool shot. Just crop it like this. Just go like this. Right in on that guy. This is why you buy a 45 megapixel camera. Just something like that. I don't know. We'll come back to it. Total number of photos I took today between both cameras. I think I started at 2,200 for the day, and we'll be back out tomorrow. And then yeah, 2,200 pictures, and I think like 40 or 50 gigs of video. Something like that. That's not too bad, I guess. The hand wave. Okay, so that's the end. Okay, we'll go to library and we go to gallery view. And now we can delete all the junk. All the junk. While that's deleting, I can pull up properties. 46 gigs of video today. Just more flags. Formula Ford. Yeah, I mean, you know, 2,200 over 6 hours between two cameras, so it's not terrible. But also half the time I'm like flipping between photo and video. But I mean, it's whatever. It's not a big deal. Yeah, you're not missing out much, to be quite honest. Video is an expensive thing to get into. Kind of drops you off into the abyss, and you're just like, oh shit, I gotta buy microphones, storage for my computer, faster cards, better cameras. It doesn't end. It does not end. So after 2200, we're down to 122. Most of these I'll have to go through and delete stuff too. I like that one. That's framed nicely. You can always just fix it up a little bit. Crop out them tires on the side. Fix the white balance so it doesn't look like we shot this in Breaking Bad. Yeah, we'll go through and edit all these another day. That has me cracking up though. I don't know what this guy was up to, but must have been something in there. I don't know. We'll worry about cropping it later. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. This is the one I use for a lot of stuff. It's RA mic cover from raaudio.com. This thing is pretty sick. It literally will filter out 50 mile an hour wind. The phone mics that come with shotgun mics, like this is a DD V-Mic D3 Pro, yeah, and they're garbage, so you gotta spend the extra to get a good cover, and it works amazing. Like, you can literally hold it like a microphone, you know, like a people on TV or whatever, the news, and drive down the road with your windows down in your car, and it literally hears no wind whatsoever. It's pretty sick. But, you know, you got that mic, shotgun mics, lav mics, bunch of different stuff. And then, you know, this microphone for a lot of voiceover stuff that I might do. For like other, you know, YouTube reviews and stuff. This is probably one of my favorites from the day, and I love that guy. Yeah, this one. Enjoying his course with you know, races in the background. Let's see here. I'm probably not going to use the audio, excuse me, audio for it. It's just stock. This background sound. Fighting with that stupid gimbal. It was so aggravating. I swear. Oh well. Could have thrown that thing. Yeah, usually if it's like, quick example. This guy, I thought this was pretty, pretty neat. Of smoking a cigarette and watching the race. I did mark that with the rating system in the camera. I rate every picture that I like as a 2, and that way whenever it imports, I just already marked and stuff. But at these kind of races, I'm usually shooting at like 20 frames per second, so it's kind of hard to go back and pick the one because you can't really see if the image is like super sharp and stuff on like the EVF and everything. It's not like looking at a 4K monitor like this. But yeah, I do that a lot in camera actually. And let's see here. Trying to remember the last time I went out in my kayak. Excuse me. Yeah, if I go out in my kayak and do a lot of like wildlife and stuff, I'll take time in between, sightings of animals and things and mark them in camera, which makes it way easier because some days I'll be out and I'll take 5, 6, 7,000 pictures of like birds, and if I just mark them as I go, I can put them in the computer and see what I want right away and then delete the other 5,000 some pictures in like 10 minutes. Makes it a lot easier. Then let's see here real quick. Nothing too special, but some quick footage from the drone, just showing the overall track. This is also in log and not graded, so it was very hazy out, but stupid flying, Jesus. Yeah, walk from the water tower all the way down, all over the place. It's like 15,000 steps today or something. Then that was the wide lens, and this is the telephoto lens on the drone, which it worked pretty well. It was the same distance. I didn't like get closer. I didn't fly over the property of the race or anything. And this is just the people for the cars that are racing tomorrow. I'm sure it's going to be a lot more busy because it'll be a Saturday and the actual races will be going on. Today it was like time trials and practice and pole position and things like that. So it was 11:30 and I need to go to bed, and I'll probably try and live stream again tomorrow. We'll see what happens. And I'll be calling all the pictures that I take tomorrow. Till then, I'll see you guys out there. Hit that subscribe button or just hang around on the channel and wait for the next live stream. It's pretty fun. I'm hoping to do this a lot more. For a quick comment for Deacon about to protect the keepers. I don't know what kind of camera you have, but like the higher end DSLRs and mirrorless, you can put a voice memo on your file, and I find that super helpful because you can say, like, you can leave a voice memo on the file of a favorite you just shot that you know is going to be good, so you can leave a note for yourself later to edit it a certain way so you don't forget what you were thinking at the moment.